everyone, it's Haze, and in today's month, since it is Pride Month, I thought it would be fun to rank the Miraculous Ladybug characters. However, we're not going to rank them like we usually do, like based on how much I like them or how well written I think they are. No, we are going to be doing it in terms of their sexuality and gender identity. Now, as my gender identity, I identify as a cis female, but as my sexuality, I don't actually really know where I fall into it. I don't know. I don't know who I am or what I'm doing, but things keep happening to me and I'm scared. So in order to help me today, I have asked one of my friends and moderators, who was the one who came up with this idea, to help me with today's video. So please allow me to introduce Telly.
Hello, I'm Telly, and to put it simply, I'm a queer guy.
Do you want to say anything else?
I do. I do art for Haze, like the banner, which I should honestly remake at some point. I did most of the art for nobody else, except for episode 4, where my friend did the art.
He's one of your friends, yeah.
Yep. And this video isn't some serious analysis, it's just more for fun.
Yes. So we've set up, so we've already basically taken the this is the old Miraculous Ladybug characters, but we've turned it into an alignment chart. So as you can see, just ignore Wayhem, everyone, please. I was testing out last night. I've never used the alignment chart, and he wouldn't go back into the row. So he's just, we'll rank him, we'll do him first. But for now, just ignore where Wayhem is. So at the top we have trans, and then opposite it we have cis, and then to the right we have straight, and to the left we have gay. So as Telly said, like, some of the characters are canon. Gay, for example, we know Zoe is, she has a crush on Marinette, but like other characters we don't know. So please don't take it seriously, we just thought it'd be something fun to do for Pride Month, yeah?
Also, both trans and gay are here as an umbrella term, which means as long as a character is of a certain not cis or het sexuality or gender, then they'll be put on that side of the alignment chart.
Right, so Wayhem. Let's do Wayhem first. So we're actually not going to do all of these characters, there's too many, and we just, like, for example, Bob Ross, which I always get them mixed up between him and the really nice painter. We're not going to do characters like him since we don't see them a lot. So we're not going to do everyone, just like the people we see the most. We're not going to do any of the Kwamis either. Forget the Kwamis. Right, so Wayhem. Telly, where do you think Wayhem goes?
I think Wayhem is a cis gay guy because his behavior really reminds me of like pop star fans that are gay and cis.
If he was a K-pop fan, do you know much about K-pop?
I don't know much about K-pop, but he reminds me of like...
They have like these crazy fans called sasengs who like follow members of K-pop groups and break into their hotel rooms. That's totally Wayhem for Adrien. He would do that. He'd be a crazy
He mostly reminds me of like Taylor Swift or other pop girlies fans.
I do like him. I think he was really nice in Godzilla, even though he is a bit crazy. Right, let's tackle him first then after that. Adrien Agrest. Where is our boy going?
Oh. He's definitely more straight-leaning, but about his gender, I think he'd lean more ambiguous, because the thing with Sentimonsters is that they don't really get to be themselves, and once Adrien is set free, I think he could explore himself, who he is, and maybe his identity regarding his gender would be one of them. And hey, we did see his new model. He does look more feminine now, so
he does. I
who
kind of want to put him a bit leaning towards gay personally, because even though I am an Adrienette stan till the day I die, I also love Luca Adrien. I think it's so cute, and if Marinette wasn't in the show, if Adrien was the main character, then I think Luca would be the person I shipped him with. So I'm gonna put him, I've kept him in the middle for between trans and cis, but ever so slightly going off towards gay. He's not all the way there. But, right, who do you want to do next?
I mean, who's next for you?
Should we just do Marinette? Where is she? Where is Marinette? I've lost Marinette. Oh my god, hold on, let me find Marinette. She has to be here. Oh my god, where is she? Oh, she's there. Okay, I just can't see. Right, what do you think about Marinette? The amount of people who ship her with Kagami. There's a lot of people who ship Marinette with Kagami, don't they?
I love that. But here's the thing. I believe no matter what she is, then she's too busy to think about that. Like,
that's true.
She doesn't have time.
So where is she then? Right in the middle?
Yeah, because she can go near the middle.
Okay. She's like, I might be in any of these 4 categories, but who actually knows? Because I don't have time. That's an absolute mood though. Like, I don't have time to think. I'm too busy. I can't have time to think about it. Right, shall we do...
the image I sent you?
Shall we do the absolute legend that is Mr. Banana?
Of course.
Where does Mr. Banana go?
Well, you did say he's a trans icon, and he did transition from a banana into a cucumber.
But how gay or how straight is he?
I mean, he is a banana.
I think he's the trans gay icon. Right, Alia.
Oh, Alia. She seems like a person that more cares about the personality and all that than the gender of the person.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, she could be the same in regards to identity and gender.
So where should we put her then?
On the, I believe, near the middle, but like lower a bit.
On which one? The trans to cis one? More towards cis?
More towards cis, but still not completely like at the bottom.
Alright. Okay, who else do we have on our list? Let's do Audrey.
Oh. Oh god. I have no idea.
I feel like she's cis, but I'm not sure on her sexuality. Because she seems to hate everyone. So, I just don't like anyone, please go away.
Listen, she could be aromantic, but I'm not sure if that's exactly what we should classify this as.
She's just like, I don't like everyone. Okay, I'll put her... So in terms of an umbrella term, I'll put her as cis, but heading towards gay, but aromantic rather than gay, yeah?
Yep.
Alrighty. Who else was on the list? Who do we want to do next? Should we do Gabriel?
Oh, of course we can do Gabriel.
I think the only people I've ever shipped him with personally in the show have been Emily and Natalie. I don't really see him shipped with anyone else.
I myself sometimes jump around what I see Gabe as, but right now I see him as a cis-headed man. However, my dear friend at the art we mentioned before wants to argue that he's a trans man, and I'll give you the reasons and you'll decide. So
okay,
the first,
go for it.
The first reason stated was the ugly haircut he had when he was younger. The second was his name change from Gabby to Gabrielle.
Oh, yeah.
And the third reason is that he had trouble conceiving a child. And as a trans man, I'm like, listen, this is some good reasoning, so you'll decide.
Okay, yeah, I agree. So, trans... was he gay or straight? Sorry, I forgot.
I think he's straight. My friend didn't give any answer for that.
Okay, he's in the far corner as trans and straight. Gave you baby a trans icon, who knew?
Truly.
Right, let's do an easy one. Zoe. We all know how Zoe feels.
Oh, she's queer, that's canon.
Do you think she identifies as a cis female yet?
I think she might think about her identity, but not come to any certain conclusion as of now.
I'll put her down a bit, the kind of same level with Alia, but further along on the gay spectrum. Right, Alex. I love Alex. She's the best. What do you think?
Alex, of course, let's start with that she's aromantic canonically.
Mm-hmm.
And in regards to gender identity, she reminds me a lot of like my non-binary friends. So I kind of just accepted her as non-binary.
I'll put non-binary in kind of the middle of the trans spectrum part. Now,
Yeah, sure.
I know you're absolutely dying to talk about him, so let's just get them out of the way with. So Telly's favourite character, I'm pretty sure, in the entire show, is Max. Even though Max isn't in the show a great deal. Don't get me wrong, he's in it more than some of the other characters, but he's not Adrien, he's not Marinette, he's not the main character. But Telly,
sadly,
Max stan when it came to chapter 3 of Nobody Else. Initially the artwork, I was going to ask for Kim in the bathroom with Markov choosing his tie. But when it came to Telly for the artwork, I was just like, you know what, just let's have them, Max and Kim, kissing. If you don't know, in the fic they're dating each other. So Telly is, I'm pretty sure, the only person in this fandom who has Max as a favourite character. Mine is Mark. I understand I probably like a character that much, so not many other people do, so I get it. But Telly is also like 70% of the fandom's Kim-Max shipping power. So
the other 30% is that friend I mentioned.
Right, so where, I know you've written out an argument, where is Max gonna go?
So of course he automatically ends up on the gay half because he's canonically ace. But I also want to argue in favor of him being also gay, but like in the normal sense that, you know, he's into guys. And I could go on for hours and hours on end. But my point for now will be that in Zombie Zoo, most people that zombify each other are couples, you know, Rose and Julika, Alia and Nino. And who do we see on the roof? Kim and Max.
It's been a while since I was like, you said last night, I think you were watching a season 2 episode, and I was like, oh, which one? That makes sense now. So he's further along on the gay for being the gay spectrum, sorry, on the gay. Trans cis, is he in the middle for it?
This is another thing I could go on for hours about, but to put it simply, he just reminds me a lot of myself, of my experience. And he also is very much smaller than the other guys, so that could suggest that he transitions socially, but of course, because he's a kid, he's not on hormones or stuff.
Yeah, okay. I'll put him, not all the way like Mr. Banana, he's in the corner of trans and gay. I'll put Max up a bit, but not all the way in the corner of Mr. Banana. Since, yeah, he probably wouldn't be. But, okay. Who should we do next? Shall we do, where is Mayor Andre? To me, Andre is the straightest, most cis person in the entire show. Do you agree?
And I agree with you on that.
He's just like, yeah. Anyway. And, well, I don't know. I was going to say, to me, Chloe comes off as straight. But I don't know. I feel like Chloe, she seems to have the most meaningful relationships in the show with women compared to men. So
she could be just going through a comp head where she thinks she's straight, but she's like doing that because she suppresses her true emotions or that she has internalized homophobia. So any reading of her as non-straight is valid in my opinion. So if you want to put her on the gay side, then why not?
Yeah, I've put her near cis, but about like where Adrien is kind of on the gay side, basically. Let's do another one that's easy. Miss Bustier. I love Miss Bustier.
I sure do wonder where the woman that's dating another woman could go.
I don't think Giselle's not on here, but I would assume she'd be in the same sort of place as Miss Bustier. But so I'll put her to where Zoe is. What do we think of her gender identity though? To me, she's cis.
She's probably cis, as we did see her pregnant.
Yeah. So I'm gonna put her. Wayhem's already in the corner, but I can't really overlap them. Wayhem and Miss Bustier are the same. The same.
Yeah.
Gay but cis. Right. Should we do Felix? I really think Felix is gay. And he just doesn't know.
Felix, for me, is such a blank slate. I can put any label on him.
So where would you put him then?
Oh, just let you put him, and if you want to put him as gay, then put him as gay.
I think he's fairly... I know he's a senti monster, but to me I think he's quite firm in his gender identity, just in my opinion. But I do think... I'm going to put him a bit further ahead than Adrien, but not by much on the gay side. Like, I just think he would do so much better with a guy. Like, Felix and Luca, I think, is absolutely adorable. Okay, right, next, let's do Andre the Ice Cream Man. I love this man. He's basically who I would be in Miraculous. Shipping everyone. It's what I do in real life. I ship all my friends.
When I was a child... right now.
When I was a child, I used to go to this drama group and I used to work out who liked who and tried to get them all together. It was great. So I'm basically real life Andre. I would do exactly everything he's doing, even though he is crazy. But that's okay. So, I'm not sure about his identity though.
I'm also not sure. He decides for others.
I think most of the people he seems to ship are straight, so I feel like that points to him also being straight, like he just doesn't think about it. I don't think he's homophobic, but I just think he's more straight. But as far as identity, I feel like since he's like, I think in Wishmaker he talks about how he used to work in all these other jobs, but then he finally found his like identity as being this ice cream seller who could make people's dreams come true. To me, kind of points to him having identity struggles maybe. So I'm gonna put him on the straight side, but going up towards trans, kind of in the middle. Do you agree?
Good for him.
Good. Right, let's do Kagami. What do you think?
So my reading of Kagami is obviously very against the canon, because I do not see her as a straight girl at all.
So gay. Trans though? No, sis?
I think she could be in the middle.
In the middle? No. She's kind of besides Felix. Well, the Senti monsters kind of grouped together in one place. They're in like a little line. Right, now I'm desperate to do Luca. Luca, to me, is bisexual for definite. So I'm gonna put him...
definitely is.
Luca's bisexual. I think he's just... hold on. Great with everyone, so I'm gonna put him in the middle with Marinette. To me, he is bisexual. I think he would literally... like, I literally ship Luca with everyone in the show, apart from the adults and his family. I think he would go well with everyone in the show. Everyone. There's not a person he wouldn't have a good relationship. I just think he's great. He's so calm and nice. He has time for everyone, and his personality just suits everyone. There's no one in the show at all. Like, he just, yeah. But as for his identity though, I'm not sure.
I see Luca as a guy that every modern queer rock band has, like put him up higher.
On the trans?
Of course.
Right, I haven't put him all the way to the top, I put him like halfway between the middle and trans.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay, who else was on the list? I'm starting to forget who was on the list. Should we do Sabrina? There's that line in Oblivio that kind of alludes to Sabrina and Chloe being in a relationship. So I've always thought she was gay. However, at the same time, in the New York special, she does blush. I can't remember his name. He's not from their school. He's like staying at the same hostel as them. And he invites them all up on the roof and she like keeps blushing at him. So I think Sabrina's bisexual.
She could be bisexual. She's definitely cis in my mind though.
Yeah, I agree. Alrighty. Do you have anyone else you have strong opinions on?
I wouldn't say I have strong opinions on anyone, so whoever's next I'm fine with.
Right, Kim then. I know you love Kim.
So, with Kim, here's the thing. His archetype is the silly little jock guy.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. That would indicate, if we were going by tropes only, that he's either very straight or very gay. So I say we put him in the middle.
In the middle, but as a cis guy?
Oh,
No?
I'm not sure about where to put him.
No.
What
He's
do
like you
you
said, like a
think,
very
Haze?
stereotypical. Well, like you said, like he is like a very stereotypical jock kind of guy, I guess. So it does kind of make me think he is cis. But if he wasn't, it also like would surprise me or whatever. So I'm not really sure. Should we just like, we can come back, we can move them around. I'll leave them there. We can review at the end where I've put everyone. We'll leave them there for now. So he's above Sabrina. He's in the middle with sexuality, but towards cis. Right, who else did we have? Just going through the list. I was about to ask for Fang then, I'm like, hey, that's a crocodile. Right, let's do Julika. Obviously we know she's dating Rose.
Yeah, so she's canonically a lesbian.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the thing. She reminds me of like trans femme friends I have. And we do not have confirmation if Julika and Luca are identical or not in regards to them being twins. But if they are identical twins, then one would have to be trans.
Yeah. So, do you think Julika or Luke is more likely to be trans then? I feel maybe Julika, since she seems to struggle with her identity a bit, whereas I feel like Luca is really firm in who he is. So not saying you can't be trans and be firm in your identity, but I feel like Julika is struggling with it more, especially like in episodes like Crocodile.
I believe she's like early in her journey.
I'll put her not as fully trans. I'll put her about the same kind of level with Luca, but further on the. I'll put her all the way to the wall for the gay side, but about halfway up for trans. And speaking of Julika, let's just do Rose as well. Let me find her. So Rose is obviously gay as well. That's Chris. No, I didn't want Chris. Okay, Chris is just a... Please ignore... Can I hide Chris behind the mare? I want to hide him. I wasn't supposed to grab Chris. I'm so sorry, Chris. We weren't going to include Chris. The Chris was not... Like, the younger kids, some of the... Like, Marinette's uncle wasn't going to be involved. I want to hide Chris behind the mare. Chris, go in the corner. Please ignore that. That wasn't meant to happen.
Just hide behind someone.
Please hide. Oh no! Because I selected the mare. Okay, everyone's just going to have to ignore Chris. Chris is not meant to be on that. I'll try him hiding behind someone else later.
He'll go behind Markov.
I don't know why it went for Chris. If Chris is nowhere near Rose. Right. Rose. There we go. God. Right, so Rose is gay.
Yeah, she's canonically bisexual.
She's bisexual, right. Hold on, maybe I can... Hold on, what is Rose's gender identity going to be then?
Ooh. She's... Oh, no, that's a question because... she's again kind of a switch, like whatever I feel like on a certain day. Like, one day I think she's cis, one day I think she's not.
Alright, so I'll keep her in the middle, but kind of like... yeah, all the way in the middle. I'll have to put her in between Marinette and Adrien, but maybe if I put Chris there and I can hide... Oh, there we go. Okay, Rose is hiding Chris. It won't let me get... That's why I had trouble with Wayhem. It wouldn't let me move them once they were on the chart. And I was like, I can move it around the chart, but I can't get them to leave the chart. Like on the other one where I do the ranking in like the 5 rows, if I put someone in the wrong one, I can move it and I can get rid of it completely. It doesn't... I don't... Yeah. Okay. Please ignore Chris. Chris wasn't supposed to be on there. We're not dealing with the young kids. We're not going to do Manon or Ella and Etta. We're not doing that. I'm sorry about that. Oh my god. Okay, let's do Marinette's parents. Tom. I think Tom is a cis guy, personally.
He definitely is.
Yeah. How straight is he though?
He seems pretty straight to me.
Yeah, I agree. I'll put him with the mare. What about Sabine, though? I love Sabine.
Sabine also seems cis to me, but she seems like the type of girl that be like, she thinks bisexuality is the default and she's confused about why are people homophobic.
Okay, I love that. I'll put her next to, I'll put her between Sabrina and Chloe. The quadrant that's filled up the most is by far the one for, like, in the bottom left corner for gay and cis. It's like a lot of people are cis, but they're also gay. And the least ones are both the upper right for trans and straight, and then the one below it for straight and cis. So amazing. Right, so that's Marinette's parents. We've done Chloe's parents. I don't think I bothered I did put Alia's parents on that. I don't think we're going to do Alia's parents though. They're not on here enough. But let's do my favourite character. Where is my son? Where is it? Mark. Yes.
Well, he is canonically dating a guy, and he is based on a gender fluid bisexual person, so...
Yes. So, should I put him up, basically underneath Mr. Banana? Between Mr. Banana and Julika, since we can't fit more than one person in the corner. Right, then Nathaniel. He's obviously also gay, so I'll put him in that section ready. He's bi, and honestly, could have some thoughts about not being cis. I think so. Like, plus as well, his best friend is Alex, so I think... I want to know though, like, who dyed his hair during season 5? Like, it should have grown out by the end of it if she wasn't coming around to dye his hair. Unless maybe she was. She just timed traveled back every so often to come and dye his hair. I was like, okay, bye now. And then left immediately. Because I was like, okay, well, if she dyes his hair, why hasn't it grown out? We should be seeing whatever his roots look like. I think was it dark brown hair? Oh, I don't remember what hair he was supposed to have. Right, who else was on the list? Lyla. Was Lyla on the list? I think she was.
Yeah, she was.
Where are we putting Lyla?
She seems very cis to me. And in regards to... I think she's just repulsed by love. But you know how she tries to get with Adrien? I think it's more for like benefits she can get, like because he's famous and stuff, rather than because she actually loves the guy. Yeah, I don't actually ever believe
she actually had feelings for him. Just that she wanted his fame and money and stuff. Because everything she's lied about since has been about similar things. So yeah, so I've never actually been convinced that her feelings for Adrien were sincere. I see a lot of people shipping Lyla with Marinette though, and that she gets so annoyed with Marinette because she you don't like it. To be fair, I don't really ship Lyla with anyone. Anytime she's in a fic, I just kind of want to create chaos, and I never give her a relationship because I'm like, no, can't be bothered. So, do you think she's gay, bisexual? What are you feeling?
Not really feeling anything. She just beyond that, beyond needing romance.
I'll put her in the middle, next to Sabrina, but with the caveat that she doesn't really get romantic feelings, which I think is fairly plausible. Like, even obviously in this next few seasons she's going to be the new villain. I don't think they're going to have time to establish something like that with her. Like, I think Gabriel's different because he was an adult and already had a pre-established relationship with Natalie, even though the nature of that relationship was more of a friendship work partnership. I just feel like they're not going to have time to do that for Lyla, even if she's going to be using a new identity at school and stuff. So right, Natalie, Queen Natalie. Oh my god, the amount of people who wanted to get together with Emily in the next season is insane. I love Natalie.
Well, that's definitely a queer woman.
Yes, but I do also believe, because I know a lot of people say, when was it? I think it was in Passion where we saw like kind of the photos back to their expedition with Emily and Gabriel, that everyone thought, the way I interpreted them is that she was like, oh, she was in love with Gabriel, but he was already in this relationship with Emily, and that she was jealous of Emily. But a lot of people interpret it the other way, where she was in love with Emily and she was jealous of Gabriel, but then eventually fell for Gabriel when she came to work for him. So...
And that's the beauty of her being probably bisexual.
yeah. What do you feel though? Trans, cis, somewhere in the middle?
I'd say she's leaning more towards cis, but not like at the bottom.
Yeah, I'll put it like halfway down. Alrighty. We've got a lot of people grouped around the bisexual thing. A lot of people in the middle are bisexual, but there's just not enough room. So
this show is so bi.
Who else are we missing? Mr. Pigeon, Mr. Ramier, oh my god, I love him. One of my favourites.
Listen, the people I've met that like pigeons the most were usually queer.
I love pigeons, so...
like, queer people like silly animals a lot, like pigeons, possums, all that stuff.
They're just so cute. I think they're adorable. And it makes me so sad. Like, I was in London the other week. We were just sat eating on a bench and there's other pigeons around. They weren't doing anything. They were causing no one harm. And then this child of like 7 years old, he just ran up and scared them all off. And I was like, what is wrong with you? It annoys me so much. Like, I think they're so cute. Anyway, right. So, Mr. Ramier, queer, for sure. Trans or cis, though?
We can put him in the middle.
In the middle? Yeah. I'm gonna put him all the way to gay. But leave him in the middle for his gender identity. All the way to gay. Sounds weird saying it. Right, I don't think we've got many left to do. Let me double check here. Alright, next, let's do Ivan. Ivan is such a sweetheart, such a cutie pie. I love him.
He is.
He's so sweet. He's so great in Horrificator with Marinette. They're such a cute couple. Where do you think? I think he's... I don't know, I feel like he's fairly straight, but maybe not all the way. I don't know. What do you think?
I believe he's mostly straight.
Mm-hmm.
But I lean more towards like non-traditional gender identity.
Okay, I'll put him like halfway up the trans spectrum. So not sure. Right, and let's do obviously his girlfriend, Marinette. When I find her, there she is. Marinette's so sweet as well. Where are we putting Marinette?
I think she's similar to Ivan in that regard.
I'll put them together. Cutie pies. I love Marinette's eyes. She has the prettiest eyes. Right. Oh, Nino. We haven't done Nino. Where's Nino gonna go? I feel like Nino's pretty cis in my opinion. Or not. What do you think?
See, I'm laughing because I was discussing that with my friend because I have
really?
literally no argument, but like, that's a bisexual trans man.
I'll put him at the top then. I won't argue with you. I'll just give it.
Okay, I literally have no argument for that. That's just
vibes.
How he is.
Just like, yeah, he seems that way. I get you.
Yeah.
So most of these are fairly minor characters we're left with. Okay, Master Fu. Where is Fu going? He obviously has a girlfriend, but he's been alive for a very, very long time. I don't know how you could be bothered after that long. I'd be like, forget this. I couldn't be bothered.
I think he's cis, and he seems straight, but I don't know. What do you think?
I think agree on cis, but I definitely think the bisexual centre is getting a bit too... I think maybe definitely not all the way gay, but I definitely think he is open to it.
The man is old enough to not care who he's dating.
Exactly. Right, have we done... The only other people we really have left are Amelie and Emily. I'm not sure about Amelie. Well, I'm not sure about either of them since we don't see them a great deal. Right, so we've got all these characters left. I think the last one we're going to do that we see the most out of all of them is Markov. We're not going to do the rest of them. So I know he's a robot, but our boy Markov still has feelings. We love him. He's not like other kinds of robots. He's not like the Kwamis. So where does Markov go?
He's made out of binary codes, so whatever he is, no matter gender or sexuality, probably starts with bi.
Hey, Markov's so cute. I love him so much. He's the best little boy. So sweet. So cute. So in the So I've put him as bisexual, but in terms of gender, in the middle as well?
Well, yeah, it probably also starts with bi.
Okay, fair enough. So that was all of the ranking besties. I will link it down below for you, like always, so you can have a go yourselves. You're more than likely going to get different answers to me and Telly, but either way, I hope you enjoy it, and I will put the final version up on the screen for you now. So Telly, thank you so much for joining me, even though we spent like 10 minutes before with major technical difficulties. You don't want to know how difficult this was to actually be able to hear each other over the phone. It was
took us like
insane.
20 minutes.
Yeah, we spent like 20 minutes trying to work it out. But anyway, that is the ranking. I hope you all enjoyed it, and Telly, thank you so much for joining me. So yeah, you might know Telly already if you're part of my Discord server. He's one of my moderators over there out of many, and you were like chief leak moderator during last season, which I really hope doesn't happen again because it was a nightmare. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me, and maybe next year we can do something similar for Pride Month, because I'm hoping this year we're going to get a load more new characters in the show, so maybe we can rank them depending how much we see them. So thank you so much for joining me, Telly, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!